Many of us would have heard one or two stories concerning volcanic eruptions, even though it is commonly known that volcanoes have the potential to be disastrous. There aren't many natural forces that can compare to their overwhelming power or their profound influence on the human brain. There are innumerable examples of eruptions taking a horrific toll in Japan, Hawaii, South America, and throughout the Pacific. Who could forget about contemporary eruptions like Mount St. Helens? Would it surprise you to learn that volcanoes do have some positive effects despite their destructive potential? Well, join us as we take a deep dive into why the Earth needs volcanic eruptions. How does the environment benefit from volcanoes? Make sure to watch till the end to not miss any information. Volcanoes are truly a constructive force that may do everything from enhancing the soil to forming new land masses. Volcanoes were crucial to the emergence of life on Earth, despite having a bad reputation for being destructive forces. Most of the water on Earth would still be confined to the crust and mantle if volcanoes didn't exist. Land, another requirement for many living forms, is created by volcanoes in addition to water and air. So where do volcanoes come from? To know more about the benefits of volcanic eruptions, let's begin with how volcanoes are formed first. Volcanoes provide evidence for the evolution of celestial bodies from a collection of elements and minerals to complex physical entities. The study of volcanoes and their significance in the origin of life is made possible by the study of the Earth. The existence of life on Earth is actually due to volcanoes. Over billions of years, the molten rock beneath the Earth's surface built up its landmass. This caused the atmosphere to gradually release gases. This led to the formation of the oceans on Earth, which encouraged the emergence of the earliest living forms. Simply put, volcanoes maintain the warmth and moisture of the Earth, two conditions necessary for the continued existence of life. Most of the world's volcanoes are formed near the tectonic plate boundaries, which are vast regions of our planet's lithosphere that are constantly shifting and smacking against one another. A subduction zone is created when two tectonic plates meet, and one frequently descends far below the other. Water is released from the rocks as a result of rising temperatures and pressures when the landmass descends deeper into the Earth. A dormant volcano can be reawakened by the water because it slightly lowers the melting point of the rock that is above it. Magma is created when this happens. Volcanoes, however, are not always connected to subduction. What is referred to as hotspot volcanism is another process by which volcanoes can arise. In this case, a magmatic hotspot or zone in the center of a tectonic plate may push through the crust to create a volcano. Even though the hotspot itself is assumed to remain essentially stable, the tectonic plates continue their sluggish movement, creating a line of volcanoes or islands on the surface. The Hawaiian volcanic chain is believed to have been caused by this method. Benefits of volcanic eruptions. These ferocious elements of nature are frequently linked to utter devastation and death. The fact that volcanic activity can have a favorable effect on the local ecosystem and population may come as a surprise. So let's talk about these benefits. Number 1. Soil enrichment. Ashes from volcanic eruptions are spread out across large areas near the eruption site, enriching the soil. Additionally, the number of soil nutrients in this ash will vary depending on the chemistry of the lava from whence it erupted. Silica and oxygen are the two elements that are found in magma in the highest concentrations. Although eruptions can also cause the emission of water, carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and hydrogen chloride, among other substances. The rock fragments that are released during eruptions are also abundant in iron, magnesium, and potassium. Therefore, areas with substantial layers of the volcanic soil are highly fruitful, such as mountain slopes and valleys close to eruption sites. Hawaii is another location where volcanoes led to rich soil, which in turn allowed for the emergence of thriving agricultural communities. Number 2. Land formations. Volcanoes not only spew ash over vast stretches of land, but they also force the material to the surface that can create new islands. As an illustration, a single volcanic hotspot's continuous eruptions produce the entire Hawaiian chain of islands. These volcanoes pierced the ocean's surface over hundreds of thousands of years, creating islands that were livable and served as rest areas for ships traveling at sea for extended periods. This is the case throughout the entire Pacific, where island groups like Micronesia and the Ryukyu Islands between Taiwan and Japan, the Aleutian Islands off the coast of Alaska, the Mariana Islands, and the Bismarck Archipelago were all formed along arcs that are parallel to and close to a boundary between two converging tectonic plates. Unique plant and animal species that were there before these islands developed have changed into new species there, resulting in a balanced ecosystem and increased biodiversity. Number 3. Volcanic minerals and stones. Another advantage of volcanoes is the availability of rare gemstones, minerals, and construction materials after eruptions. For instance, mining is done for a variety of economic purposes for stones like pumice, volcanic ash, and perlite, volcanic glass. These include serving as abrasives and in-home cleaners and soaps. Additionally, utilized as a lightweight aggregate in cement production are volcanic ash and pumice. These volcanic rocks are utilized in woodworking and metal polishes in their finest grades. Additionally, loose fill insulation, filter aids, poultry litter, soil conditioner, sweeping compound, pesticide carrier, and blacktop highway dressing are all made with crushed and pulverized pumice. Number 4. Outgassing and atmospheric formation. However, the function volcanoes play in the creation of the planet's atmosphere is by far the most advantageous element of volcanoes. In other words, following the planet's formation 4.6 billion years ago, the Earth's atmosphere started to form when volcanic outgassing caused gases that had been held in the planet's deep to create themselves and gather near the planet's surface. This environment had 10 to 200 times as much carbon dioxide as the atmosphere that we have today, along with methane, hydrogen sulfide, and other gases. The Earth's surface began to cool and solidify after roughly 500 million years, allowing water to accumulate there. At this point, the atmosphere changed to the one that contained ammonia, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. In the waters where cyanobacteria evolved to eat it and produce oxygen as a byproduct, a large portion of the carbon dioxide dissolved. The nitrogen was left behind as the ammonia started to degrade through photolysis, releasing the hydrogen into space. Number 5. Hot springs and geothermal energy. Geothermal fields, a region of the Earth with a comparatively high heat flow, are a benefit of volcanism that is worth also mentioning. The two types of these fields, which are the result of recent or current magmatic activity, are as follows. High temperature fields over 100 degrees Celsius are connected to active volcanism, while low temperature fields 20 to 100 degrees Celsius are caused by hot rock beneath active faults. Hot springs, geysers, and pools of boiling mud are frequently produced by geothermal regions, and these natural attractions are frequently visited by visitors. However, they can also be used to produce geothermal energy, a carbon-free energy source in which pipelines are buried beneath the surface of the Earth and use steam to drive turbines and create electricity. Number 6. Global cooling. Volcanoes are also essential in the periodic cooling of the Earth. The amount of heat energy that the atmosphere absorbs can be decreased when substances like sulfur dioxide and volcanic ash are released into the atmosphere. These substances can reflect some of the sun's rays into space. Consequently, the Earth cools as a result of this process, also known as global dimming. Long-term scientific research has been conducted on the relationship between volcanic eruptions and global cooling. Since then, multiple temperature drops following significant eruptions have been noted. The odd extended period of colder temperatures has also been linked to unusually massive eruptions, even though most ash clouds disperse fast. So what do you think of the importance of volcanic eruptions to the Earth? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. Please give us a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any updates from us. We'll see you in the next video.